Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridd.
All right. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Let's go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And some room to roam now. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lost 6 there on the first down play. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Walters. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 133 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now, number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Now back to throw. And he's got Walters. Big catch. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Let's go! Boom, landed!
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go! Green!
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
On 3rd down, it's done. They find some open field here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. An update from Buffalo. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And now out come the Steelers. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A gain of 32 that time. Fake here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted at his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the run with the ball.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's
on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. From the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down. Throw left side complete. It's Bryant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. That was a nice run, a nice game there as they head towards the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Back to throw. And he slides to avoid the hit. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw now on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both the Steelers and the Broncos haven't had a reliable run game so far. The push up front has not been there, and you have to give credit to both defenses on that front. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 3rd and long. The connection will be made from the gun, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to their own 32-yard line. Later on the drive, Jordan's going to get the quarterback here. This will go for a loss of 8. way back for the score as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Steelers with the ball early in the second. Stevens is going to push his way to the QB here. This ends up as a loss of 9. So that'll do it for us. We'll go back now to Pittsburgh for the second half.
Okay, Larry, back here, 7-0 our score as we ready ourselves for this second half. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do, running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. That doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brian. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll look to throw. And he's got room. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Caught me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
And allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. And it's the Rams extending their lead as they just put more on the board. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So the offense has it 1st and 10. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Broncos on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's got Walters. Big catch. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
8 yards to go here on second down. And they give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
On third down, it's done. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And an alley to run. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Look to throw here. And his throw here's incomplete. throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish thing. And he's going to go down for a 4th time today. And this time the result is a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back. Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And some space here. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one.
Watch 88, watch 88.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Steelers on third down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
Now the second-year man from South Dakota State. It's Zach Zenner. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
You thinking that might be a better way to go?
Instead of your kicker, yeah. And tough starting field position here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Broncos in the hurry up, trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throw left side complete. It's Walters. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Denver. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To throw. He completes it to Boyd. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Pittsburgh, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.